Here's the bridge.
That's what I was saying. That's probably why it had the delay.
Pretty good turnout for Moses.
Walk over the bridge?
Yeah. Woohoo!
Really want to be recorded for posterity.
You are.
Right. Good turnout. New Keys. Hello. You guys know there's no crosswalk up here, but yeah. I wouldn't do that. There's too many people distracted.
Oh no, I just mean once it's at a stop. It'll be gridlocked. The black flag.
Respect down here. I'm fine going up to the crosswalk.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were.
No, I just want to see how far it went this way.
Right.
But looks like this is kind of the start of it here. It goes up the road.
You're talking about that road?
Alright, let's head up to the crosswalk. You're all good. Where's the sign for it? Oh, it's not a crosswalk right here. We have to go back and around. Oh well, we get some more views. So, I don't know how far it goes down that way. Woo! Wait.
It really is.
Wait. Impeachment? No crown. pretty good mix of people.
Yeah. And Wenatchee will protest out at the park, which is right in front of City Hall, and on the main drag on Chelan. So you can usually get about 500. What's up?
You kicked the tripod.
Oh, I did. Couldn't feel it.
I didn't share this on anything, so I've seen a couple of people pop in, but we got no one right now. Probably because they're wanting to watch a bigger city.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, this isn't exactly on the street.
It's sign waving. Maybe we should have grabbed our signs.
I know, right?
Maybe the car's not too far.
The only thing is, I don't think we can see what's on those signs from the road.
Doesn't matter. You're holding a sign. I'm just gonna hang out in the shade for a moment. Kind of keep an eye on things.
It's far colder right now.
Right? What I really want to get is a gimbal auto level and take a lot of the shake out. So you just hold the stick and it just stays level. DJI makes a couple that are maybe a couple $100 that can support a phone, the weight of a phone. There's a lot of cheaper ones that just usually do like GoPro cameras or lighter weight action cameras. Not that a phone weighs much more, it's just the phone's a difficult size unless you have a clamp. Plus I have a metal case on this one, which adds a lot of weight to it too. Better turn out than I was expecting for Moses Lake. I wonder if there's a march plane or anything.
March?
It's a very busy area to hold a march, but it definitely clog things up. Said if everyone started a march right here, you could really stop traffic. I just keep seeing this is the same guy that circled before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This got prime real estate in shade and actually pretty good advantage. another officer. Oh, I can grab my yellow vest out of the car that I have for semi. Oh no, I took all my UPS stuff out of the car for now. Really can't. Keep getting a person popping in now and then, probably just because they're looking for any live no team stuff. Rotating the video. Plus, I think it throws out a notification to my subscribers if they got notifications. We got water. They can make sure the kids and the older people get them.
Yeah, got it.
I'm actually surprised. I'm from Spokane. He's from Wenatchee.
Okay.
We just happen to be camping locally together, and we're sad we're missing out on bigger events, but we just drove an hour to come over here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you.
I got tear gassed in Spokane just a few days ago, the anti-ice. Yeah. Yeah, have a good one. What's that? I was there, yeah. As an observer. Oh yeah. Had one person pop in for a second.
Crazy world, a scary place and all this has been. We just insulated ourselves from it.
What?
Oh, America's just
Oh yeah.
this is normal everywhere else.
Yeah, right. This is what happens when you don't talk politics and you make it taboo. And all the politics gets ignored, and then the worst people take power.
Social issues.
Lots of honking, lots of support. Did you hear me on the live stream when I was like, well, the reason why they hire hogs for the police force is because pigs have a conscience, so they can't differentiate the difference between right and wrong.
Make everybody in their own image.
Kind of little diners and restaurants are walkable from here. Oh, this sign says donuts. I'm all down for a donut. Anytime. What is Spur Stride? Is this place right here just a cafe?
It's a donut shop.
Oh, do they do coffee or anything?
The taco time that serves donuts now.
Yeah.
There's a place around the corner and down the block called Mason's, best coffee in town.
Is it? Just down and around the corner?
Next down the road, basically like this block, it's like kitty corner from where we are now.
Oh, okay.
It's like a triangle.
Nice.
We might walk over there and get some of the stuff on. Did you want to walk down here and just take a look, and then maybe go grab a coffee and a snack and come back? And, all right.
Because I imagine we don't want to be. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to break it one or not.
I don't imagine that Moses Lakes is going to march.
Too old. Crowd's too old to march.
Huh?
Crowd's too old to march.
I just don't think they have enough experience in direct action to take to
This
the
is
streets.
like the Lilac Festival.
Yeah.
They're outraged. Yeah, after the next one, so we'll take a look.
Yeah.
Great.
Wait.
Oh, there's a teriyaki grill right here. That'd be good for lunch. For anybody tuning in, this is Moses Lake, Washington. It's a pretty conservative area that never really has any type of protest. So it's actually a way better turnout than I was expecting. I don't imagine Moses Lake has much experience with like direct action or marching, but the only police presence I've seen are just cruisers, just driving around the block every once in a while. Don't blow up your motor, just hanging it off red line like that. We're gonna walk down here and take a look at the crowd. Take a view this way here.
You know what I want to get happen with a bigger crowd in Spokane?
Yeah.
I want to do a wave every time. The whole crowd do that like at the sporting
Oh, that'd
events.
be fun.
Just coordinate every time you get a honk, the whole crowd does a wave.
Right.
That or the parade fingers over every car.
No counter protests that I've noticed.
No. No music.
We should have brought one of those speakers.
I know, I almost threw mine in my bag.
sunglasses in the camper.
Well, mine are prescription. These are transitions, but yeah, there we go. Put my
I see.
brights on. Are you yelling at people? Get out of the car, a little Donnybrook.
Definitely lots of support, a lot of honking. Traffic's kind of heavy right now. Haven't heard anyone screaming or being profane. No counter protesting.
There's one out the door the second ago.
I want to fight.
Oh, sure. We left ours in the car.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Jail.
Oh yeah. Work crew.
Looked an awful lot like the jail paddy wagon.
Right? I used to have one, then I dropped it and it broke.
I feel like,
There's just a cheap pile one from
I
like
don't know, Devin with
eBay.
the megaphone is scary.
Yeah, those were my 20s.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
fun.
good.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Is it going over there?
There we go.
Fun.
Oh, that guy, big old Mexican dude with him. Such a classic character. Sure,
Are you talking about Spokane? I heard Spokane.
Yeah.
I was at the protest 2 days ago. That's the same time.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, front lines, tear gas. Well, at least there's one tear gas or chemical. It was the yellow smoke. The rest of them were smoke and 40mm foam projectiles.
Demonstrate or?
Both as an observer, and demonstrate. Yeah, Ben Stucker's one of my good friends, and he was arrested.
Yes, he was.
Ex-city council president, standing up for the people arrested.
Wow. They arrested a city council person?
Yeah.
They just won't stop.
And the police are the ones who blocked the roadway well before the march ever got there.
I mean,
They could say their protesters blocked the road. It was the police. We had already had the road blocked off before the march left downtown Spokane for minutes. With maybe like 24 cop cars and 2 Bearcats. I don't know what it looked like today. I want to be there, but we're actually camping
Yeah.
an hour away. And this is the nearest event, so we're like, let's go.
Where are you camping?
Over there at
Oh, Steamboat? I know. Canyon stays a lot hotter. They changed the heat.
It's nice. The kids just spend all day on the lake.
Yeah, it's 113 and it's 85.
Yeah. Sounds like my UPS truck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like that. And
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
always
so
20
bad.
degrees hotter in the back of that crowd.
When you guys
I
come
can
to the
tell.
house, it's like, oh, God, I feel so
I just heard Spokane and I was
My
eavesdropping.
dogs run up in the truck.
Oh yeah.
I try not to. I take the dogs out and I'm like, oh crap, and they're coming down the driveway.
I did a lot of rural routes back in the day, and I I would have this German Shepherd that would wait for me at the end of this like half-mile long dirt driveway, hop in and ride with me to the house.
My neighbor's dog rides around the neighborhood with them, but she's really crazy. So
Yeah.
because she gets pissed at all the other neighborhood dogs when they get in the truck to get their treat. Luna's like, no, it's my truck. And they're like, no, it's our truck. And I have 3, so my 3 big ones.
I always say they're just helping me. With
They just go nuts. They love them. UPS guys are the UPS guy saved my ass one time. He pulled in the driveway and I was just leaving. And got out of the car and I have a safety record name. She locked the car. And it's running with my purse in it and my phone. Everything's in it. And he's putting the boxes out and I was like, yeah, just right there is fine by the driveway because I'm leaving dinner and then by the garage. I'm leaving. And then I went to get in the car and went, and I'm like, Roxy, hit it again, come on. And she's hitting the door, hitting the button, and she opened a couple windows that way. And I'm like, open it more. So he broke into my house, and he let me use his phone. I called the locksmith, I had to wait 2 hours. He's like, oh, you can't do this. You can't sit outside here. At least the
No
dogs
way,
out
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So he broke into my house. He went to, I just said, sir, he went through my window. Like, got into my car. He's like, just don't look. He went through, opened the front door so at least I could wait inside.
Yeah.
So I kept going in, going out, checking on the dogs in the car that's running, trying to get him to unlock the door.
Well, good thing it was running.
I once on going up
Oh
Blewett.
yeah, they would have been dead in 2 hours.
I would have broken it.
I was
Yeah, we
going
did.
up Blewett Pass once in the middle of the winter. Well, it was late at night. I had to pee, so I just pulled over on one of the shoulders, bumped the door closed, didn't realize it was locked. So I'm locked out with the car running. I took me 45 minutes.
Are you from Spokane?
For
Or
somebody
you
to
just
stop and
travel?
help me pry
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the
I
door.
work for the newspaper over there.
Yeah, I
Okay.
figured it's because of the lander.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But it just so happens to be my grandma's birthday weekend, so I was like, oh, I'm there. We might as well run a couple rounds about.
I'm gonna.
What's
People keep
happening
telling
over in
us
the
to
middle of
take
the
them out of
state.
their cars.
Small world.
People keep telling us to take them out of their cars.
Same
and then
same
we
mindset.
share
You're
them.
like, well, I'm over there. Where's the closest one?
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly. I was like, you want to help cover it?
I'll see you
Yeah,
guys.
it's a pretty conservative area, and not a whole lot of experience in protesting or any kind of direct action type stuff. It's like we're like, there's enough people here to do a march, but I don't know if they're, well versed in doing something like that.
Yeah, probably not. I can't imagine.
Yeah. But I mean, this is a bigger turnout than I expected.
Me too.
We're halfway between OMAC and Moses Lake. We're like, well, let's go to Moses Lake. But now we're like curious and like,
Yeah.
which is unexpected.
I know. What is there, like 50 people there?
Yeah, right.
I want a picture that like illustrates there's a lot of people.
Yeah. There we go. There's a truck with his Trump flags. Is this considered a counter protest?
Cross the line.
Do a burnout!
Oh, he's got a flag.
We've got one loyal watcher for a while. And we might not have a whole lot of like live watchers on this one, but at least the video is going to exist out there for anybody who lives in Moses Lake to come back to. Yeah.
You're gonna need a montage. Maybe watch Team America World Police again.
What is it?
Oh, Team America.
Oh.
Remember the montage.
Well, we got two watchers now.
Good
I don't think we have any comments yet. No comments. 3 watchers. None of kind of your basic sign holding protest rally. Pretty good sized turnout considering Moses Lake is a pretty conservative part of central Washington.
It's pretty heavily Hispanic though.
It is pretty
Compared to the east side of the state.
well. I mean, capitalists don't make profits without cheap labor and labor to take advantage of.
No, but I feel like the people that protest immigration the hardest don't live around immigrants. They live in a bunch of white topias.
Yeah.
You know, they don't actually understand. Like, you know, I was down in LA on Wednesday, and it's like down there, they don't care if you're legal, illegal. It doesn't really matter. You're just neighbors.
Yeah.
People are scared of what they don't understand.
Well, we could have grabbed some signs.
Coffee and come back. Although I don't know how long you want to stick around.
Just kind of see how the crowd dwindles here a little bit. Grab lunch.
Teriyaki grill.
Yeah. Yeah, fine with that. Probably inexpensive and tasty. And you want to get signs first, or?
Before food? Let's get food first.
All right.
I
Coffee
didn't eat
or
a very big
food?
breakfast. What's that?
Coffee or food first?
Yeah, but food sounds good.
Huh?
Food sounds good.
Yeah, I'm a little hungry. Some good signs.
I like the horchata one.
Yeah, really good signs.
Like the sign.
We got 20 seconds to get across the street.
Yeah, I gotta say this.
Run, Forrest.
Go to that coffee shop?
So you said you wanted food first.
Oh, I don't. There's probably food there too, but either way.
All right, we can go to the coffee and check it out. All right, we're gonna go for a little walk, go grab something to drink, come back to the rally. Just leave this rolling for a master tour of Moses Lake. Looks like we have some police action up here. Somebody get pulled over? Unrelated.
It's like the squad car thing.
Right? So you said it was kitty corner to the block we were on? So what are you
Yeah, I
saying?
got the impression it was like across the way.
Yeah, it's a turn right.
Unless it was right there, but I
I thought he said it was on the kitty corner on the same block.
That's what I thought.
We're about to see the best coffee in Moses Lake. Allegedly. We haven't tested that yet. I need a big
I don't know
heavy
if I've
duty
ever
wagon
had-
like that for
I
the
don't know if
kids.
I've ever bought coffee.
Like
It's like-
heavy duty fold up ladder. Or wagon. Wow, ladder. It's like a regular traffic stop. Academy of Massage. Like, this is typically how Moses Lake, anytime I've ever visited, is about this busy.
Yep.
So to see that many people out on the road is, or on the sidewalks is something different. What's going on in here? There's like a rummage sale or something? Yeah. Oh, it says coffee. Oh no, I've been here before. I stopped here to grab coffee when I was dropping trailers down. It is good coffee. I actually really enjoyed this spot. All right, I'm going to pause for being indoors here.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Needed some caffeine.
I'll be right with you.
That's okay. Not yet. Wondering how long you were going to be.
What are you getting? Oh, thank you. There's a donut for somebody.
All right. Grab them whenever you're ready.
Alrighty. Can I do a 20-ounce quad mocha blended with whip? Awesome.
Anything else?
Whatever he wants.
We'll go together on this one. I'll pick that. You drove this down.
Okay, Daddy.
I'll take a 20-ounce quad breve iced, no flavor.
Sounds good.
Been here once before and happy to be here again.
Oh, and are we thinking iced or hot for that, breve?
Iced.
20 ounce iced quad breve and a quad 24 ounce mocha frap whip. Anything else? All right, 16 $75.
Thanks, keep it, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That's fun. Little
What's that?
sign-in book. You can leave a little story or message for.
As I walk by, is the bookstore. I think they have a little gaming room in the back.
Well, I think they have a con going on.
Yeah, they have like some kind of game. Well, it's some kind of
Gaming con.
open kind of everything that's going on. And you see
Yeah.
everything you put in there. Honestly, probably a little healthier. The live again?
There's one person in. Grabbing some coffee.
Let's get a little air conditioning.
3 shots of yumminess. Haven't used too much battery yet.
That's good.
Grab our coffees, head back over.
Yeah. I got a brother. It's like a 1,000-calorie drink at that size.
I'm definitely gonna need
20
some food
Oh yeah.
before we head back to camp.
I mean, shoot, we could just take. I can pick. I don't know what you want. We could pick a drive-through on the way back or something.
That works.
Yeah. I don't want to leave the kids too long.
Yeah.
Get yelled at when we get back.
Aw.
And I won't actually get yelled at, but I'll know it's she's just showing restraint.
Oh, you're cut off for a couple days.
Oh, I got Father's Day tomorrow.
Oh.
Never mind, we can still have big family. Father's Day drink. Did you get involved? Wait, are you live?
I think it's just audio right now.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't tell me.
Your subscribers though.
It's public.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's 2 people on right now, but until we go back outside, I'll turn the video back on once we get out.
Tatiana, one of the gold stars.
Yeah.
Or I guess if you want, you could take 2 tea bags with you. Or 2.
Just click down right there.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, you too.
Here's yours. No, thank you. Right. Oh yeah, that's good. Well, if y'all are ever in Moses Lake and you need coffee, there you go. No shame plug. Oh yeah, there's a retro con going on. Summer retro. So technically this rally is only scheduled 11 to 1 o'clock. It looks like the flyer bed got my tripod. It looks like there's already people starting to leave. Didn't really expect much out at Moses Lake, but there's definitely a bigger turnout than I And
This is a liberal protest. This isn't a leftist.
figured, yeah, this
This
is
isn't a leftist protest.
no, it's not.
Leftist-
Like Hassan Piker said, these No Kings rallies are going to bring out the liberals.
Leftists don't protest before they.
It's the liberals of Moses Lake made it.
Hey, you guys First Amendment auditors or
Huh?
you guys those First Amendment auditors?
We're just observers,
Oh,
live streaming. Yeah.
Does that work?
Who did?
Oh, what was he asking?
For First Amendment auditors? I mean, we're press, so I guess so.
Let's face it, I know what I look like.
Look like a
Dude,
fucking
when I-
cop, Nate.
When I had to go to Geiger, I was there for a month. I swear, everybody was just like, you're a cop, aren't you? To watch some stupid cable show about city cops.
Yeah.
So when it was shaving day, I shaved other people like that.
Yeah.
That for a week. I didn't mind it. It didn't mess with me.
Well, there's definitely people have left.
Oh,
There's still some people hanging out here. This is definitely just one of the sign holding rallies where people show up within the scheduled time, but nobody lingers and pushes it further.
I think we missed the grand finale.
We missed the grand finale. Okay.
Here is it, bro?
I was hitting on the straws.
what did you even say?
124.
No shit,
I mean,
Me and my boy Elon, we had those. We had those in that quad shop.
I did
because
too.
I'm only halfway done and
Oh.
I don't need four.
You live here mostly all the time, man?
I've grown up here. I lived here.
We get our signs.
You want to hold signs for a little while or what?
I mean, I don't care. I think it's good for
Almost made it.
Almost got it out.
This is like gravity.
Don't take the hole.
Stuck here 10 years ago.
So you get it.
That was a job corps, and then after I graduated, job corps. I didn't have money to go back. I was been kind of stuck here for many years. Oh, Oregon. Yeah, no, graduated.
Okay.
This guy actually works for Joe Rogan. He's got the podcast. I'm just messing with you.
No, Hassan Piker, thank you.
Oh, Hassan Piker.
Yeah, fuck Joe Rogan.
There we go.
You work with Hassan Piker?
No, I don't work.
Okay. Really?
I'm just saying, if I was going to listen to a podcast, it'd be Hassan Piker.
There you go. I watch Hassan occasionally.
He's live right now. He's going to be heading to the LA protest here soon. No, I'm a leftist observer.
Leftist observer.
I live in Spokane. I covered the ICE protests there a few days ago.
I don't know if leftist observer is like a newspaper name.
Well, maybe I should print out a little press badge
Hey,
that says that.
Brian Black from the leftist observer.
Yeah.
The leftist observer definitely does sound like a social media page.
Well, I mean, red's the first name for a guy.
Yeah.
So I'll be Red Black.
Right on.
very high pay, but it's pretty easy. That's one thing I like about it. Pretty easy job. I can slack off most of the time. But I don't know. I had an uncle who worked his ass off his entire life. Retired at 65. He died at 68 of a heart attack, and I'm like, man, putting in those 80-hour weeks didn't really do much for you.
You exploring? Your body didn't get excited?
Oh.
I don't think I think any job you'll be able to support at least a small amount. And right now, I'm very fortunate that I get to support another guy.
Oh, we got an openly racist person holding a Confederate flag on the side of this truck up here. He's holding the flag of the enemy of the United States.
Which flag is that?
The Confederate.
Oh.
More of my money for education. Please, we need it.
What's up?
It's the old beat up Ford, I think it is, up there.
That does sound about right.
Oh, did you do that?
Feed more of our workers.
Don't worry. Once you hear about Trump 101, you're going to have the best teachers.
Yeah.
The event only ran until 1 o'clock. Technically, so up. We're looking at a lot more bear over there.
Good job, everybody. Good job, everybody.
He yelled something.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
All right, sounds like a liberal protest. Time to
Yeah.
go write a kindly tribute
Yeah.
to our representative.
We need to go home and have a tofu salad.
I love Trump. I love illegals.
Wash a garden, gosh.
Not that I'm dissing vegetarians, I'm just saying.
Your wife's a vegetarian.
Huh?
Your wife's a vegetarian.
I know.
Yeah. That's your support. Hey, Trump. Thank you.
I did manage to get her to enjoy sushi with me, though.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, exception. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there was a guy that was standing right over there, and he was like, interrogating me on the road. And I was like, he's in his purpose.
All the white people left.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of people.
Dude, that guy was playing the gayest anthem ever made. You guys hear that? There's a YMCA by the Village People. It's the gayest anthem ever made. You dropped your flag.
It is infuriating that the gay anthem has been co-opted by these people.
Right? Since when?
Huh? Donald Trump likes to jerk off two guys to that song. He got all those crayon-eating Marines to shower each other in a double jerk off.
He does not need music to jerk off two dudes.
Yeah.
He did. We know he doesn't have rhythm, but still.
Well, his tiny little hands can't get past his chub to get to his teeny little chub.
Friends, I don't see any.
What? The little mushroom man from what? Toad.
Chode?
Toad. He's a
Chode.
toad.
It's a chode, yes.
He's a. We can't.
It's wider than it is long.
Okay, we can't call it Toad because Nintendo likes to sue over everything, so we got to change it to Chode. With slight variations of the mushroom dude.
Well, that's what a chode is. It's,
Huh? No, I'm just saying Nintendo likes to. They're sue happy over anything.
I'm surprised they haven't messed with finding yet.
Oh, is it Princess?
It worked for them
Oh.
once, and I have a. I'll tell you later though.
Okay.
I'm not glad.
Alright, I'm gonna go downstream from everyone because I'm gonna have my protesting over.
You guys film the protest?
Yeah, we're live streaming.
Kind of petered out.
I mean, it's a bigger turnout than I expected in Moses Lake, but I'm used to more direct action. We usually cover things like, you know,
Fires.
militarized police presence, and
The what?
we usually film militarized police presence.
Military?
Yeah.
Like in both play?
No, that's usually what we show up to events for.
Oh,
Is to film the police, yes.
For what?
Huh?
For what?
Because they're violent. They're showing up. They're showing up for
Police are
violence.
violent,
Yeah.
Find the bad.
They're the ones who dress with violence. They're the ones who show up with weapons, and they're the ones who represent the state, not the interests of people.
You'd rather have just individuals show up.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if you got violence, you got to stop it. You don't want the cops. You want just like militia guys or like the Patriot Bikers. You from those places?
No.
Oh, well, they have the Patriot Bikers, the veteran guys that ride Harleys and stuff. Sometimes they come and help protect.
Well, the thing is a lot of the protests I show up to are non-violent, but then the police show up and make it violent because they're bringing the violence. Yeah. And people have the right to assembly without imprisonment. That's the First Amendment. The government should not infringe on the ability to assemble. Well, I would love to see liberals go arm themselves and actually show up and use the Second Amendment to defend the First Amendment. But liberals are too pussy. So I'm just saying that.
I know lots of liberals that hunt shoot guys. So
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm so far left I like guns. So I'm an actual leftist.
So I don't know how you enforce the law when you have like a protest that's violent.
If we
How
were
do you-
enforcing the law, then how come Trump isn't in prison? He's a convicted felon.
Well, I don't. How come Biden's not in prison?
What law did Biden break?
He took
I'm not
money
defending
before
Biden
he got
because
there.
he's a fucking
He raped a
neoliberal.
woman. He's in his life. A politician like that, he's broken laws all the time. You know that.
I know, but
all
you're
politicians break laws.
I mean,
all
to be
politicians
fair,
break laws.
every dollar the U.S. makes is not worth it.
I
We
mean,
don't get a lot of.
I voted for the socialists, so
Oh,
You know, the difference
I'm a
between-
conservative. I'm not a Republican or radical.
Yeah, definitely.
I was also a Washington State delegate for Bernie Sanders in 2016, and watched the Hillary campaign hijack.
Yeah, they do that all the time. They don't care.
I'm gonna have a cigar. The wind's blowing that way, so I try to get out of the way of everyone.
I'm
But
a conservative.
They're the same party.
Socialism really doesn't work.
it does actually.
Never.
Nope.
What country doesn't work at?
Everyone is.
Every capitalist
Cuba,
country,
right?
hey, every capitalist country will coup them, overthrow them, cause disturbance, and anybody who puts the people
So
before
what's
profit.
capitalist country you talking?
The United States is a big
Oh,
one.
we're not a capitalist country. We're a free market economy.
I mean, you can lie to yourself all you
No.
want.
Communist.
Well, it's not a free market.
Capitalism is the communist word describing something, but we're technically a free market economy.
We are not free market.
Hey,
Capitalism precedes.
where I live,
We're
I
a
live in Moses Lake,
kleptocratic
so-
plutocracy.
Capitalism
Here's my one
precedes
question for you.
Communism's a reaction to capitalism. So
If we were a free market economy,
What's that?
if we were a free market economy, why does the federal government give so many subsidies to larger corporations?
They should. I agree with you. I'm a conservative. So what is it? Lower taxes, smaller government, more freedom. That's why.
We're not a free market economy because most of our taxes go to getting those.
You want to get rid of all the subsidies tomorrow? I'm with you, dude.
I'm right there with you.
Every
but-
single
but-
one.
but- but-
You're
but-
right.
but-
Our tax
oil.
dollars should stop going to a military industrial complex and go to free education, healthcare, and housing.
We have to have a military. Free country needs
The only reason why we have a military is because we've created so many enemies worldwide. And we continue to tell the world how to behave in
I'm
the
not a
interest.
liberal either. Like I said, I'm a leftist. But the thing is, we actually have a lot of common. Like, I'm a small business owner.
Yeah.
Part of the reason I'm a socialist is because the systems that we need are really good if you're, once you're a certain size, it's pretty much untouchable. It makes us, the rest of us, either have to work for them or try to compete. Well, because of economies of scale, we can compete.
So how else are you going to do it?
What's that?
How else are you going to do it?
We're trying to throw out the system if we can. I mean, the thing is, like, you know, we haven't always been like this. I mean, we had the best years we've had as a country. I mean, you know, think everybody talks about going back to like work in the 60s, 70s.
Yeah. And you know what happens if you do that? The minorities will tell you it was an awful time.
Well, it was an awful time.
For them?
Yeah, because we
It's
had
still an awful time for minorities.
America was revolutionary and was the most progressive country of its time, and then everybody passed us. All of our economic systems in this country, we're always doing, think about running a business. If you're running the same business model 200 years later, it's a business.
Yeah.
So we gotta, when I say stay progressive, I mean stay progressive.
You guys.
Not you guys.
Have a good day, guys.
20, no problem. I just realized after it came out of my mouth that I said it out loud.
I feel like most of our people have to work 2 jobs just to this wasn't mine.
Nice.
I mean, the economy's shit right now. I'm a Teamster trucker, and I've been on and off laid off ever since Trump took office.
Why?
Because the economy's shit.
Can't get a job in the truck driver?
No, he's a union trucker.
Oh,
they just the same reason all
Shit,
of us.
I always thought that'd be a good second job because I was an auto mechanic.
Well,
And,
the
I
trucker
thought
industry is
I could
dying
always get a
because
job
capitalists
as
have
a
taken
trucker.
over, screwed over the truckers.
You ought to be around here and you can get a job here as a truck driver.
I make almost $50 an hour with
Or
full
junior
bennies and a
truck driver.
pension.
My friend was there, he just retired. Ag pays, they got money to pay.
I'm pretty cush with UPS. I do.
Well, you got a job then.
Oh no,
That's what I'm saying. I'm
we're
a
not here
Teamster truck
because we're
driver.
unemployed. We're here to support other people who are getting. This
Like
is,
all these here people here are unemployed. Oh, I didn't know. I just
this
thought
is a liberal.
Yeah, I
These
know.
people have soft hands, man. Not the ones over there that are still here, but that's the thing. Most people don't. We don't have to. We're crazy. Most jobs are. That's the thing. You just have to transition to like, oh, your job went away. Now try to leave. All the I don't like what Trump's doing with farming either, because it's like you can't. I get you can take away some of the subsidies, but you can't have to run farms. They already
You have to do it.
Oh, I noticed I got some comments here. We got Howdy Moses Lake. We've got how many people are there? Well, this rally only went from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So there's once this video gets published, you can go back and see the crowd. There's a bigger turnout than I expected for Moses Lake. There's definitely some people lingering here. There's not very many left, but
Teach something down there. Well, it'll be rough for a while, but in the end, it'll be better.
how about subsidies for the people? Subsidies for the people,
Well, the thing about subsidies, so like
childcare.
I just take a step back, and what I do is I look at the economy and say, okay, well, instead of being 340 million people, let's take it down and say we all live on an island of 1,000. How many people do we have doing certain jobs? Like,
I'd estimate there's at least a couple hundred people here
like 7% of our people working in
at one point.
all they do is decide where money goes. That's a bullshit job. Like, well, what are they doing? They're not providing value.
Okay, but look at it this way. Okay, why are they doing it?
Because they can make money.
Okay, then why do they have
What's that?
If people didn't need it, then they just wouldn't do it.
I'm just
right?
live streaming.
Well, most
Oh, this is the No Kings.
Okay, well, you
I
don't
live in
need
a
it.
trailer, but the fact is, like,
Fuck Trump, fuck ICE.
but it's like, yeah, no, I mean, there's so much. I mean, the thing is, we have so much money.
And the rhetoric of the
People
Trump
don't realize,
campaign
like,
got
say
some
the
Democrats,
poverty in America,
lawmakers assassinated this morning.
there's military budget.
That's lovely.
'Cause I-
Christy Noem actually called for exterminating people that resist the Trump administration,
cheaper to
and
keep people
guess what?
out of jail. Jail for 40 grand a year per inmate. But some people I feel like, but a lot of people are just uncomfortable with different cultures, so
Well, I think if people are criminals, they ought to be jailed. And then, if they know they're going to be jailed, then they're less likely to do something else. Because if there's no consequence,
So
they're going to say,
statistically-
I'll rob a car because I'm not going to go to jail.
Here, let me. I'll ask you.
Statistically, immigrants have the lowest crime rates because,
So America
and they're
has the highest
one of the highest
incarceration
taxpayers.
in the whole world. Pretty much. We also have the highest recidivism, which means our jails don't. We recently had a higher rate than everyone else. And we commit more.
Right.
So this is on the floor.
let's say you rob a bank, the judge goes 20 years. 1950, well, how many years did you sit in jail? 20 years.
Well, oh, you mean
50.
because of early
Yeah.
release.
Okay, you rob a bank today, you get 20 years.
Well, yeah,
you
but
probably
imagine-
get out in 7.
Well, let's back that up again.
So then you,
So why do you think that is?
because that's the way that it's been.
Well, jails get full. They arrest a lot of people and put them on charges.
But it caused that because they know they're going to get out.
You want to reduce?
More
You want to
people
reduce?
commit crimes, they get away with
You
it.
want to reduce? You want to reduce crime? Then reduce poverty. Free education, free healthcare, affordable housing, good
I know
wages,
I know a lot
and
of
go
poor
after
people.
white-collar criminals.
I know a lot of poor people that never committed crimes.
Most of them are immigrants.
No, they're regular people, dude. I'm 64, so that doesn't work for me. 'Cause I was here when there was hardly any illegal aliens here.
We're all immigrants. If you're white in America, you're an immigrant. You come from immigration.
My family's been here since like 1860.
Well, yeah, mine.
Still, we're immigrants.
You're not
wouldn't-
an immigrant if you're living here.
I agree.
You have a.
I would say that about
you
everybody
came from
here.
immigrants, you could say, but you're not an immigrant now.
So the problem with our current administration is we should be making it easier to become an American citizen to participate in society, rather than arresting them, shipping them off to foreign prisons without due process.
Okay, here's the problem with what you just said. 2 problems with immigration. That too many people in here illegally.
According to
And we
who?
don't process people that want to come in. I have a guy that I know in
They're
Ocala.
arresting people going the legal route, coming out of courtrooms.
Yeah, one of our prosecuting attorneys.
Yes.
People, like, literally-
Or they're showing up to elementary schools to arrest children.
Like, like in Wenatchee. I've been
Oh,
by,
okay.
We're camping not far away, so we just came down. But I live in Wenatchee, and like they're pulling people from their immigration hearings after the judge says, okay, we're going to have a continuance, leave us back in 2 weeks. ICE comes in. No, they're here on assignment. That's legal.
No. Are they here in a green card status?
Okay, so that's moving the goalpost, man. You can't switch. Okay, when you allow people in on asylum, and then you're processing them through the courts, and you
But
decide whether they can.
is that what the government says?
The government, no, the government literally said, the judge said, okay, I want you back in 2 weeks. So they're allowed to be here. ICE doesn't say.
That's a change of course in the attitude of America. Biden let people in, Trump is taking them out. Don't you understand that? Don't you? Because he got elected to do that. He's doing his job.
Let people
Oh.
he deported 900.
Well, dude, you can't deny that. Well, you people came in illegal.
Here's the thing. I don't give a rat.
I know you, but
Because they're people.
I want them out. I want them out.
Yeah,
I want $1 million out a month, man. Because this is my damn fucking country. If we don't,
Let me ask
if we
you,
don't
what
take
did you do? What did you do to earn this country? Specifically, what did you do? What did you build with your hands that makes this your country?
I was a cat for 45 years.
Right, and I was there hot stuff. We're all here doing something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what
I know I've
they're
been a
not
lot.
hurting you.
I've been a lot.
But they're not hurting you. What are they doing to you?
But they would if I was starting out right now and wanted to get a job like a bricklayer or do drywall.
Right, but we have the same frustrations. You're just blaming what I think is the wrong people. You don't blame the people.
I think the problem with the right is it's just
Blame-
they feel
blame
better
people
about
with
attacking
the
people.
amount of money.
They always
We
want somebody
reward
who's
people.
less than them to feel better about
You know,
themselves.
we have people like, again, you have so much.
So why
money.
are the illegals here?
Because their country is still shittier. Now, do you want to know why their countries are shittier? Usually it's
The
our
American
fault.
Empire.
We've had 82 since World War II.
I mean, how many
Every
other?
time
So how
anybody
many
comes down-
Mexicans?
Name another country that's got a military
You're
base
right.
outside of their
But the
borders.
people that I know that came here regularly, they really don't like the illegals. And they're from Mexico. I grew up with people. They're
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
generation, man.
Yeah, that's
So how come you think they're racist? You think they, no, you know what?
No, it's
Because they have to get here, they have to earn $4,000 to get in here. The guy named Cat.
Look,
He
man.
had to do that. Why can't people do it right?
Because well, I don't know.
We have an administration
So
that's
here's
not
what-
allowing people to do it right.
Government. So here's the deal.
Yeah.
So now that all these people coming illegally, now legal people can't come in. But I know a guy that bought my dad's house.
So what legal
7
people
years
can't come
he's been trying to get
Yeah.
legal citizenship. He's obeying the law. He's a hard worker. He's got a green card. He's a worker, and he wants to be here. He looks better English than I do. You know why? Because the system's broken. It takes 7 years. It because they're messing around with illegal,
So
sending them back.
what do you think is going to happen? Let's just say after we kick all the brown people out, every single illegal, what do you think the country's going to look like?
It's going to have those people in it. The schools will be better because they're building schools because they got too many people.
This is a
The
race to the
hospitals will
bottom,
be
man.
better. The hospitals will be better.
So look at
They're all
what
overcrowded.
I would encourage you to look at what other countries have done when they actually do allow more immigrants.
Like Germany.
I was thinking Sweden.
What
But
about Germany?
Germany, they're kind of having a lot of problems.
Sweden is not a good example.
Hey man,
They have a lot of trouble with immigration in Sweden. How about England? How about England? They let a bunch of people in that are Arabs, I'm not Arab Muslim, and they have
they
places
still
that
have a higher
can't.
quality of life than we do.
They have places they can't go. The cops won't go. If you don't go there,
I would rather the cops never come around me either. Isn't that, I mean, wasn't it Reagan who said the scariest thing assassination, the government showing up on the help?
No, because the scariest thing is when the government says, I'm the government, I'm here to help. So that's a little bit different. You have to have one.
I don't want any government officials around me. I'm not, just because I'm a leftist doesn't mean I like big government. That's a misconception. That's propaganda, man. Like, all being a leftist is the right wants big businesses to guide everything and to have all control. I want more democratic, which means, hey, supporting unions. It means, hey, if you were working as an
I don't want to
auto
live in a democracy. I want to live in
well, that's
a
telling.
republic.
Yeah, I know. And that's putting you far on the right, which is fine, but I'm far on the left.
Because if you live in a democracy, then they can decide one day, you know what, we'll expel all black people.
Well,
75% of the vote, we expel black people.
Well, that's right, we could. Or we could live in a republic and we could expel
do that.
everyone.
Can't
Because
do
that's
that.
exactly what we're doing now. We're in a republic. Aren't we doing that now? Or are we fascists? Are we fascists?
Definitely.
Are we not? Are we still a republic?
Do you know what a fascist is?
Yeah.
What?
Fascists. Okay, strong man. It's always going to have a strong man government. Usually to prop up capitalism. Don't like free markets because they have hands in control. I mean, fascism was also not just a singular thing. There's been all kinds of different forms of fascism. I mean, Mussolini, he was the one that started it. His looks different than every other thing. Same with communism. You're never going to have like one innocuous. Just like socialism here would be completely different than like in the USSR because they came from a feudal system, so they were used to it. We're not. That's why you see a bunch of comfortable white people out here in the heat, living in science, because we're not used to it.
So, here's the way I look at fascism. Mussolini, he wanted communism, but he knew that people would not take
He
it.
did not want to.
No.
Yeah, he did. But he knew that
Anti-communist.
people wouldn't accept it. So what he did is, he said, I'm going to get fascism. That means I'm going to take over all the companies.
Fascism
take
is
over all
far
the
right.
companies and say,
Communism is
you
far
can-
left.
You can build cars if you want, but you have to go the way the government says. That's fascism. One more step of communism. And
No,
you want to
it
be a
isn't.
fascist?
You're talking about an opposite side of the political
Oh,
spectrum.
that's Mussolini. That's fascism.
No, see,
I think you need to study history a little bit better.
You go ask, oh, Trump's a fascist. Well, what does it mean? They can't tell you. They
Well,
don't have it.
it's
They
just
can't even
fascism
give
is
you
not
one
clear.
example.
Well, okay, we can come up. Yeah, we have a list probably, I'm sure, somewhere.
I mean, we're facing fascism right now with the Trump
I mean,
administration in the
fact
United
is,
States.
We don't have due process. We have people getting shipped out of the country without due process.
But they're here illegally.
No, that's the problem. There are illegal cases.
If they're okay, if somebody's here illegally, we should be able to ship them.
Okay, and we do.
Okay.
And we
What are we
always have.
arguing about?
We're not. We're arguing because they're not just shipping out illegal.
But the thing about illegal immigrants
They
is
don't know.
they're in the United States and under the Constitution, any person is allowed due process. They
Yeah.
should see a court.
You get a court.
But not illegals aren't.
Yes, they
No,
are.
they're not.
By the law.
They qualify for due
How many
process.
did Clinton send away that you never complained? When Clinton sent,
We're not supporters of neoliberals.
Okay, but did you complain back?
Fuck Obama, fuck Clinton, fuck Biden.
Yeah.
We're
Those guys
leftists.
all sent people back.
Those
Did you
are all
complain?
neoliberal
Yeah, so
moderates.
Did you complain?
Hey, but don't.
Oh,
that's the
yes.
thing, you're-
You did?
Oh, yes.
And like with
Good for
Biden,
you.
Biden and the fucking bullshit, like the vaccine mandates and all that,
Yeah.
we're against that too, man.
Okay.
Just because we're like basically communists doesn't
But they
mean
should
we
be
like
available
basic
for them.
You think you're a communist? I think you're a conservative. In a lot of
Okay.
ways.
No, here's the problem.
See that?
So here's the problem.
A lot. You know what? The only reason you're a communist is the girls are down there. There's a lot.
And the boys are better looking too, actually. But no,
Haven't you ever read Pre-K O'Rourke stuff?
I don't think so.
Okay, he has a lot of stuff, but I don't think it's funny.
No, so the thing is, communist, whether you're a communist, whether you're a conservative, whatever it is, basic values don't really change. Most of the time, like when your assumption about what communism is, the same as my dad's. You guys got McCarthyism, you had the Red Scare, you had all the
I've known people that work on this stuff from Cuba.
And I know why.
And their literacy rates are higher than the United States.
Our literacy rate's like 79%.
They grade 6.
Cubans? Here's the thing. So,
Hard
Cubans
working.
can never because of the trade embargo on them. Plus, also, Fidel Castro, surprisingly,
Once again, U.S.
we tried killing
imperialism.
him like 40 times, somehow he escaped, but they had a socialist government. The United States had a coup. We killed their leader. We threw our guy in. Then Fidel Castro had the coup, and then we embargoed. They can't do trade, so of course they're poor. They're not playing with a fair hand. It's like playing Monopoly. We're playing where we get to go around, go every roll. We get to roll 3 rolls.
Hey, you saying
But you said you want free markets. Now, free markets, America's not very pro free market.
I know, but I'm just saying,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
want free market. I'm not
Right.
saying it's totally free.
But that's the thing, because America.
I don't want to fuck with other countries here.
Right. I'm with you too.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
You know what?
Preach it.
Because a lot of people I know in Mexico, I want Mexico to be a free country.
Well, yeah, I agree with that too. So the thing is, there's a lot of these things that we have common ground. It's not like everything we disagree with. But then, yeah, like I said, I'm mixed on Russia, man, because generally I don't like wars with Russia. I understand it a little bit from a Russian perspective because they've always been anti-Western countries. But I don't think Putin's right. We should just let it go.
He's an oligarch. He's an oligarch.
Yeah, well, I
Because
don't know.
Biden didn't know shit.
And then,
He didn't even know where he was.
and
Where
for
was
what it's
Capsio?
worth, I think well, speaking of pudding, I think proof is in the pudding. I think if the Ukrainians were who Russia was saying they were, they wouldn't have lost. They wouldn't still be there if they were.
Well,
if they weren't believing in
They
the
had a lot of
Western-
Nazis left over from the old guard.
We got a lot of
That's
Nazis
what
in the
they-
United States. Maybe
Then-
Russia should
then
invade us.
Ukrainian people are high-tech younger people, so they have the drones. So Russia is like old school caveman guys. So the drones, they totally don't understand.
Aren't they the ones hacking our elections though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Oh, there's always smart.
but that Von Doss reason there is mostly Russians anyway. It
Yeah,
should have been
not too
worked
much
out
about
before the war happened.
Well, and there's the thing, dude. Like, so many of the Eastern conflicts, I think the Middle East, like, well, why do they happen? Well, Western powers came in there, and then after World War I, after every conflict, they redraw the lines to Western influence. And of course, they're going to control it.
I don't want to fuck with them.
Think about it this way: like, if you live in a homeowners association. Okay, so if you live in a suburb, if you say you live in a suburb or like a homeowners association, the homeowners association is always coming around and ending and redrawing your property lines. You probably have a lot more fucking conflict with your neighbors. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the West does to the East. We're always going in there, we're meddling, we're doing stuff.
I don't want to fuck with them.
You see, that's smart. Now, that hurts us financially when we stay home.
That's a conservative view.
Well, see, because you're an old school conservative. The MAGA's not conservative. They're something else. So, like, I remember growing up, my dad was a Reagan Republican. Now, I'm not a Reagan fan, but not because he had a lot of gifts. He was a good communicator, a great leader. I just disagreed with him on what the drug war. Right. Well, I just read it. So, mine too. I mean, I can remember the Berlin Wall coming down.
Yeah.
So, it's fine. But, it was kind of a big deal. I remember all the Simpsons. East German woman.
When you're older, you won't be a communist.
What's that?
When you're older, you won't be a communist.
Probably not. I'll probably be dead.
No. I mean, you.
No, the thing is,
I don't know. The older I get, the more left I
my
go.
progression is I started more right away, and then as I realized, this is the conclusion I came to. And it's not. I feel like there's just so many uniquely American ideas that are not. I'm like, well, this isn't necessarily the right.
Like what?
Well, not necessarily wrong, but we're kind of obsessed with individualism. Nothing wrong with that, but you have to realize most of the world doesn't function. The guys.
Oh, I understand.
You know what I
We're
mean?
not. We're not.
Like we just have to, so we can't like we can't take all of our ideologies and just expect everyone else, like you were saying.
Hey, I want to not fuck with any of them.
See that?
I'd
to
be
me,
like, hey, you
I
know
feel
what?
like we could all be right, left,
Well, right,
middle,
everybody
everybody should
gotta do
do
what
it.
they can.
People don't want us to. But both Democrats and Republicans, we always end up in war. That's all they do. They don't care. I mean, not enough of us die because we've got all the it's not like Nam where we actually had tens of thousands of stuff. So political costs are pretty low.
There's a political war.
Yeah. And of course the military, I mean, people talk about, say, welfare and programs like that. Well, most of the, like, the South is pretty much subsidized by military.
I'm concerned about kids all that.
Right. So but at the government side, we you know, I'm a proponent of I heard you talking the way you're talking. I would look up modern monetary theory. It's basically, we've been arguing about things as if we're on the gold standard. Our money is monopoly money now. We don't have to treat it like it's gold. Like, we can spend money, we just have to pull enough back in to avoid inflation.
Yeah.
But for me, like, when people talk about, hey, let's house the poor, they're like, oh, it's $100 billion, that's way too much. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of money. But we can cut it out of the military or a foreign military base.
Or you can make less poor.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way to do it, is get them off the streets. Housing first is something I believe in. I used to work with people in Spokane that are in the, well, basically, I worked with the guys that were getting out of they go on a waiting list so long, most of the time when they're out, that they can't get back in housing. And you've seen what things cost. Say get a minimum wage job, you can't qualify to get into it.
I got nieces and nephews.
Yeah. So you basically, if you don't have like an old like mother or somebody to live with.
You know, when I started out, I had a shitty job. I never made enough to go right. You know what? I made it.
You did, but just from the numbers. That's right. Like, I'm going to use an example. When my dad was my age, he bought his first, well, it's actually a little younger than me. He bought his first house. I think it was 110 or 115 grand on a $40,000 house. Well, no, that was only, my dad died. It was only, he was 35. Or no, I guess it was 25.
Well, you're not talking about he bought his first
but
house.
at 40,000, his house was, yeah, it was about 2000, no, 1999, 1998.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that was that same house. Now, we know what he did for work. His salary now, at that same position, is about 55. It's only gone up 15 grand in 25 years. That same house costs $390,000.
Yeah.
We're playing on a different set of rules. Now, I don't think it's a problem in the law. Like, you can sustain it, but the thing about it is, like, it doesn't have to be that way. There's some people have more money than we need. It's all a currency problem. Because we also, I look at it like material goods. We all have these cars. We have all this shit. We just are all wrapped up in that. Now, some of that's an individual decision, but a lot of it is like, you know, but there's also something about you get hit with medical bill, you get hit with a car repair, you know, and then they both, him and his wife both have good jobs. He and my wife both have good jobs. We get rocked for like 20 grand a year in childcare. You know what I mean? Like, shit's expensive. And the only reason we both work is the houses cost so damn much. You know, we can't, like, I hear a lot of conservatives talk about, like, going back to the traditional family, and I'm like, that sounds lovely. If you have enough
But
money.
how do you sustain the country if you don't have family?
Well, no, I don't mean that. I just mean we can't go back to it. It's hard for us to go back to a one-person world.
Yeah.
It's like, great if you can do it.
But every generation said there's no way that I can make it, and they did it.
Well, I would say there's no way we can make it. We'll make it. It's just, you know.
Okay, there you go.
Well, but make it doesn't mean it doesn't mean we have to stand by and watch a lot of people not make it because they get, you know, massacred.
You can help people on an individual basis.
I can.
Or you can run, or you can take my cash money and help them and force me my money to go to somebody that doesn't work.
But don't you feel like you've heard that? Like, here's the thing, I'm a staff. That's what I did in college. So I think about, I'm one of those weird people that if I looked at it like, oh, there's only a 1% chance of the plane going down, I'll put my odds on that. I'm flying it. Like, I don't care. Like, if it's 51%, I place it. So, like, statistically, though, like if you look at all the numbers across the population, like, we're getting progressively worse, or we're not. We know it's not going to be maintained. The debt level, it's not actually the national debt.
Have you ever read about people who went through the 20s, the Great Depression?
Yeah, it sucks. Is that what you're hoping for?
No, but what I'm saying is, do you think it sucks worse then or now?
Oh, then for now.
Did you have
For
social
now.
programs? Did you really think if you have trouble, the government's going to
Kind
bail
of
you
do,
out?
but you're right to a certain extent, but not for housing. Hillbillies are all.
You're not from around here, are you?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, do you know who Monty Holmes is?
Oh, I know of him.
He,
yeah.
he owned the scrapyard.
Yeah.
Well, Monty Holmes was kicked out of his house when he was 12 years old.
Well, sure.
Because he was a kid, he was a boy, and they had sisters, and he said, we can't feed you, we can't house you. They still go hurt people or stuff. Just don't ever come back.
But I guess what I don't want to do, I don't want to like individual exceptionalism and expect that of the whole population. Like, you ever work on a job site and you see like some go-getter, some new guy just come out and busting it, like not sustainable.
I was that guy.
Yeah, like it works for a year, it works for 2, but like you can't do that forever. So like, and you can't expect everybody based on their individual circumstance to be able to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Now, some people just don't want to work, and I get that. You just keep them alive until they that's fine. But like at the same time, most people are trying. Like, most people really want to do that. They want to do this.
I worked since I was 13, retired now, so I'm a nobody, bum, but I worked from the time I was 13
Yeah, so my dad
till I was
always,
60.
yeah, my dad always had businesses, so we always, it's just like, we had a full safety net company. I'd go out and
You're arguing with a bum right now.
What's that?
You're arguing with a bum right now.
No, I've been called a bum before.
I know, but I'm a bum.
Well, hey, I'm
Scofflaw. A conservative.
You're a Ruger man. I'm a Ruger man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I mean,
I shoot with the cops every day. I mean, they shoot at the same spot.
yeah.
Well, they're shooting people up there.
No, it's fun.
I just like freedom. And
Well, that's the
don't
thing.
like government wasting money.
I would just remember, like, I would encourage people to not, like, don't listen to what the Republicans are saying, like the left is doing. Just listen to the left. And I do the same for Republicans, even though I'm not a Republican.
I'm not either one.
And here,
I'm not either one, dude.
And I'm not
I
either.
tell people all the time, I said, don't be anything. I said, well, don't be either one. I said, if you don't want to be a conservative, that's fine. Be an independent.
The founding fathers warned about the tyranny of political parties, and I think we're seeing it. That's definitely the case. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, because like shit, we have people that basically they're not democratic.
This administration's testing the waters of what they can get away with, and it's not constitutional. It's not right.
No, because they're not.
And if
But
we're
you got to remember one thing.
if
Trump's
we're going
not
to
a-
spend money in
Trump's
this
not a-
country, it should be investing in
He's
our
not a
people. It
conservative
should be
either.
investing in people. Period.
Trump's not a politician.
No, that's but.
But I
very
don't want a
evident.
politician. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be the greatest of all time, but I sure as hell don't want another politician. I don't want politicians in politics. I want regular people.
Well, that's a pretty socialist sounding position right there.
No,
that's
not.
what we think too.
That's,
See, we like a
that's
representative.
That's a conservative one.
We like seeing all people get involved
I'll make a distinction.
in politics.
So a parliamentary system is what we basically have. Technically we don't. We have a republic. But
A Republican.
but you know they're kind of
Constitutional
similar. So
Republic,
direct representation is what I would advocate for, which would be a bigger tent. So we have more people like in Congress. I would do more like a delegate system. So somebody from Moses Lake is going to Washington. Mr. Smith goes to Washington every year for.
I think it was pretty good the way it is because you have these people in there all the
Well,
time.
and maybe it was, but the thing is, we don't really interpret it as it was intended. So the problem is now, it's just like you know, if you were to look at the bare bones of the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, say the list of grievances in the Declaration of Independence, and if you look at how the government's functioning, it doesn't really look a lot like it originally said.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah. So, but for example, we have a Senate. There wasn't a Senate when and I'd like to abolish the Senate. The Senate doesn't make any sense. Why give more representation to like South Dakota, 5,000 people? Right? Like, I don't like the Senate. I
do
want
because
Congress to get bigger.
2 people from each state in the Senate, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
then a little town will be run by California and New York.
Well, not if you increase the size of the representation. I mean, the thing is, like, if you had more direct representation, what that might mean is rather than say, like, hey, you guys, who's Congress here? Which it's probably the same as in Eastland. Because is this what county are we in?
This is
They're not. Oh, they're Grant. Okay, so Grant County is
the local people.
so same with East Wenatchee. So in my system, rather than you guys all being lumped up, you guys actually probably have a fairly representative have a city, a real, like a full big city. But we have problems where we have, you have a congressperson who represents a city and rural, so that means that rural people. We also have rural communities that are like that, but if you increase the size of the representation, you could have direct representation in every community.
I think you'd have trouble getting anything through.
Well,
I just want.
I feel like they have
Sounds
a lot
like a
of trouble.
better argument for things that do get through.
I just want them to not have people there for 40 years in government.
Oh, I agree with that too.
I mean,
I think term limits are definitely.
It's crazy. I don't.
Probably get back to our wives and relieve them.
Probably.
God, we're
On our kids. Oh, where's somebody with blue hair when you need them?
Man, guy that died of a heart attack over there. I was talking to him. He got so upset. Like that horse.
I mean, the thing is, like, again, Democrats, Republicans,
Yeah.
it's just what, you know, that's the thing. Arguing over issues like who can get married, that doesn't
Yeah.
it's important, but it's not, like, those aren't the things. I'm here for, like, people care about whether whether it's going to get shot up at school.
I mean, the only way why that gay marriage has affected my family is my sister and her wife are fucking amazing, and they're our family.
Yeah, so like those types of things are great, but like that's not like we get divided over those. But most people, if they
But what does it affect? How does it affect my marriage?
The neighbor's a happy person. It's like, hey, yeah, they're happy the way they are. I'm happy the way I am. Like most people, day to day, that's how we think. But like everybody turns into the media, and all these things that probably aren't important to people, always really important. To
So you live in Wenatchee?
right now, yeah.
So what do you think about your Second Amendment rights?
Well, like I still have them. I'm a SIG and ruder guy, but like.
No, but I mean, there's certain stuff that you
Like
can't
in
have,
Washington?
can't have
Oh, yeah, I don't like
that.
it. I don't-
Bad and AR bad.
Oh,
I'm not.
Sign
no,
down.
I don't like, there's two sides to it. I don't like the bad talking. It's like, do guns make me individually safer across population? No. There's no evidence to say so.
But
I like guns.
What is the Second Amendment for?
Overthrow the government.
Here, the government.
Yeah, so basically. No,
why
So
we
here's
need
the
people
thing.
using it right
we also
now.
didn't have a standing army right.
If everybody had guns, let's say everybody had guns,
Yeah,
right?
which I support.
The government would look and say, you know what, we can't be too hard on people because everybody's like,
Well, here's the thing.
and then there would not be any gun problems because they would just say, look, we'll kind of balance it out.
Well,
That's what
sort of.
if you talk to somebody from England, you ever talk to somebody from England, what do they say? What do they say about guns? Every American has guns. You're a gun society.
Most of us
I
do.
watch westerns from America. Everybody's shooting everybody.
Well, yeah, the Westerns were sponsored by the gun industry.
Yeah.
So that
But
was
I'm
a good
just
way to
saying.
sell more
I'm just
guns.
saying.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing with the government. If everybody's like, even if my media, I'm
Huh?
let's say
Yes.
the government thinks everybody's got ARs and they're all
Have a good one.
Even though they're not going to do shit, and they're not even if the government goes down on them, they're not going to take the guns out and shoot anybody from the government. See, it's a balance. It's a balance.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, again, leftists support gun ownership. Probably more than your average.
Are you on social media?
I actually never.
I'm not very big.
I'm
I used-
Where do I find you?
the Swiss system.
Or do I find you?
Are you on Blue Sky?
Yeah.
I'm Sabo Cat on there.
If you're gonna have them, it's kind of like, hey, if you don't bring enough for the whole class, then leave it at home.
But you're not do that because everybody has military that has the gun.
Oh,
They go through the military service.
I used to be a lot more active in my 20s, and then I
You don't, you're going to get
had kids and
And I know this is
busy, and I'm trying to get more active now,
This is a Nate point.
like I was back in the day.
Nate
But
likes, I like this right now. It doesn't all have to be military because we're so big. That would be ridiculous. We don't need that many reserve forces. But hey, get people in. And let's
Are you on
get
Blue?
into it. This is my. I think I came up with the
that you?
The Army Corps.
no.
Army Corps of Construction. Army Construction.
SABO.
Housing problem. Housing is
SABO.
expensive.
Yeah.
Let's put you on work for 2 years, get you a trade, basically a newer trade skill. You're also
That's been brought up over the years.
yeah, but it never gets traction. And it's one of those things where it might look like a big government thing because it's technically, but it's also like you can give platitudes
You're
to
losing
little.
your small government down there. You're like,
Oh, so here's the
small
thing.
government, but
Here's the deal. There's a difference between the size of government and the sense of
Pretty
we
active
only think
poster
in
on
terms
there
of-
with what's going
Right,
on.
like the government in terms of
And
money.
then I'll post a link to
like
this
Trump's
on.
increased the size of the
on
government
there.
because he increased
Share,
the executive
so.
power.
I don't like it.
Right, and he like
Yeah.
you've got
Thank you.
people just out there again. It's government overreach. Just because in the right wing has gotten quiet about it because they're not the
All
ones
right.
being persecuted, right? So
Looks like everything's over, guys.
I'm not being
We're gonna
persecuted
shut this
here.
thing down.
I look like a
I'll get things posted on Blue Sky.
Like, nobody- but I know that I'm safe, but I know like other people. So like,